Start with some implementation. Okay. So let us start now with a simple set. We'll create one set. Okay, I should not leave a space before. Okay. Then S2. Okay. Now can I create a new set with S1 comma S2? Is it possible to create it? So let us see. So it's not possible, unhashable it is. That's why we need a frozen set. So let me write frozen set. Let me see whether I can do. Yeah, I can take and set and then convert it into a frozen set. Now it will allow me to create new frozen set with fs1 comma fs2. So you get it, I hope. So how is it storing it? So it maintains an information that this set is a frozen set. So it is, that's how it is shown also when you try to print it. That means this is completely, you cannot modify it. So let us verify it. So I can add this, but whereas I cannot do the same thing with the frozen set. So that is not allowed. Not allowed. Okay, that is very obvious. Okay, now you understood about frozen set and how we can create another set with the frozen set. Now dictionary also is possible. So let me create it. Dictionary with key as a frozen set. Okay, I hope you get what I'm saying. We can have the frozen set as a key. Okay, just a name. I don't know whether I got disconnected, anything. Okay, admit. I hope we can join. Fine. Okay, so we can have this as a frozen set inside a dictionary for a key, so that it allows. Now can I have a dictionary with key and value of a set? What I mean by that is, can I have s1 f s1? So it doesn't bother whether you are having the same thing or different thing. Okay, it allows it. Okay, it doesn't matter. We can have same entry there in both the cases, and it works fine. Okay, so this is how it is stored. Keys are, it may be, this is same thing in integer objects on both sides, one referring to the other. Dictionary doesn't care about whether you have the same key and value pair. As long as there is a key which are different, then it's okay. Fine. Now let us see something more. Let me create a dictionary, a dictionary. Now I want you to learn about this, which ordered list and all that. So let us check it. Now this is character A, B, colon, tab B. Now what are the functions available to print these things? Now let us add one more. Now I want to print only the keys. Then I can do that. It will only print the keys. So you will know that what type of object is getting returned from the way it is printed. It is, what we are getting is a list of keys in the dictionary. Okay. Now, can I get all the list of values in the dictionary? Yes, you can. There is values. Now, another thing what you need to notice is it is now printing it in the same order in which these keys were added. So let us verify it uh, to say that uh, starting from Python 3.7, dictionaries are maintaining the order of um, items into the dictionary. Order of items added into the dictionary. Okay. So a dictionary. Now what if I modify it? So let us see. I modify. Okay. Just now, does it affect the ordering of the items? So let us check it. Both the keys as well as the values. When you modify a value without changing the key, I modify a value. So it maintains the same thing. Okay. It maintains the same order. Okay. Even if you modify it, it doesn't change the order of those elements. Now if I delete it and add it, then it will have an impact. Okay. If I remove it, then only you will have a problem. So let me do one thing. Let me pop item. Let me do. Now what do I pop? Let me print it. Now how does it, what does it do? Whether it pops out the last item or the first item. Let me see whether you are able to see this. It is popping out the last item. Okay. It is popping out the last item. Now if I add it here, again it will be at the end. So again the ordering will be maintained. You will not see the difference. It doesn't matter. But when you change when you are popping it, it is always default. The dictionaries pops out the last item that you have added into the dictionary. So that's how it is. When we come to ordered dictionary, we will see the difference in that. And I showed you that we can print the values. Now can I print items? So all items. So another writer available, which gives you a tuple of the key value pairs in a list. So it gives you always a list, but it gives you a tuple of key value pairs when you are looking for all the items in the dictionary. So that's how you can get the items from there. Now, if I want to remove a particular item in specifically, then I can do it by giving the pop item with the name, with the key value. So print a pop item. Now, sorry. So always you have to refer it with the key only. What happened? Oh, sorry, pop. So when I want to pop one, then I can mention it. Okay, I need to give A because it is again last item. So I can pop any item from the list. Okay. From the dictionary, sorry. So this is specific, removing something specifically. Now, how do I add an element? I told that add can be there, and another one is update. So let us use the update one. Now, in update, what you can do is you can mention another dictionary element. Now, maybe Z I will do. Sorry. So I can update a dictionary with another dictionary. So it will be expanded and then put inside. Okay. You can, and then it maintains the order. Of course, you can see that it maintains the order. Now let us see. Now, if I want to reverse, how do I reverse the dictionary? Reversing the keys in the dictionary. Always, everything is related to the keys. Reversing the keys in a dictionary. Now, if I want to construct another dictionary by reversing the way ordered. So, B and Z are the ordering of these keys. It is ordered based on the how I have added the elements into the list, not based on the characters. So don't get confused that it is comparing it to the values of B and Z. Maybe to avoid that confusion, let us do one more addition so that we don't think that the ordering is based on the value of the keys. Okay, it is not nothing to do with the value. It is with respect to the order in which you have entered the element. So B, Z, A. Okay, it is purely, it doesn't look at the content of key to order it. It is a activity that know how we are adding the element. Now, if you want to reverse it, now if you want to get a reverse list, reversed dictionary, if you want to do it, then this is one way of doing it. Construct a dictionary, okay, then reversed. Reverse is a function. You pass a list of items that you get from the original dictionary. Now what you do, this is actually giving you a list of tuples of key value pairs which are there in a dictionary is given to it. Now it's a n number of elements, whatever is there in the dictionary are coming into the reversed. So the reverse function takes any list of items or any sequence of items, sequences, and reverses the order. After that, you are constructing it using another dictionary constructor to get a reverse dictionary. So this gives you the reverse dictionary constructor. So this is one way of constructing a reverse dictionary from the key. Now you see that A, Z, B. So it's in the reverse order now. So this is how you can do that. Now let me talk about set default. So let me set default function. Let me take this. I don't want to type it painfully. Okay. Now, how do I use this function? Maybe let me take it from here. Explaining will be easier. Now, what are we doing? Value of the key if it is in the dictionary. Now, set default with the key present. Now, you have already a dictionary with the A value is there. Now, when you call a set default function with the key which is already present in the dictionary, we saw that it is there, this key is there, then value of the key if it is in the dictionary, it will return the value of the key if it is in the dictionary. So this is the value of the key which is already in the dictionary. Okay, that's the first element, first usage. Now let me talk about the second usage. What does it say? Second usage of set default. None if the key what you pass is not in the dictionary and you have not mentioned a default value. So here the default function has two parameters. This is optional. Okay, I have not covered about the keyword arguments, option, all those things, but those who are coming from C++ will know the optional parameters. That is, some functions can be implemented to accept multiple parameters and some of them being optional, in the sense if the user does not call the function with those optional parameters, they will default assume some value, okay, as if they have been given. Now I am calling the set default function with only single parameter. I am not given both. Then it assumes that the second parameter is none. So if this will return none if the key is not in the dictionary and the default value is not specified. You have not mentioned the default value and the key is not present. Now Y is not present, so it will return none. Okay, what does it do? It looks for this key in the dictionary, and if it is not there, it will give you a none value. Now let us look at what is the value of a dict now. Okay, that's very important. Now it has added that element. Okay, please remember it has added that element and returns the same element also. Okay, or the value of that element. It doesn't return the actual element, it returns the value that it has put into the dictionary for the key that you have added. If this key is not present in the dictionary and you are not mentioned a value for it, that means that you are interested in adding this key into the dictionary if it is not there. But if I don't mention the value, keep it as a none to start with. So this set default behaves in a different way based on what you pass and whether the key is present or not present, and if it is not present and you are not given a value, how it is behaving. So every time if the key that you add to a or pass to a set default function, if it is not there in the dictionary, it will anyway add that element into the dictionary but with a none value. Now what if I pass a value also? Okay, let us now take the next third way of calling it. A default value if key is not in the dictionary and a default value is also specified. Now what I'm saying is Z is already there, so I should choose something else, maybe X. Now this is not there, X is not there currently, and I am giving a value. So as you can correctly expect, this both will be added, and the new value will also be given to it. Okay. So what is the difference between add or update and this? Update is also adding a new element into the dictionary, but you are constructing a dictionary with the both key value pair and then giving it. It will update both the dictionaries. And add we did some time back. I hope we did that. So set we did, but we can do it with the dictionary also. So it will add an element. Another one is if you do with the set default, there are different methods. Either the key is present, not present, a value is given to the key or not given. So all the cases, it will be added. If it is already present, it will, if the value is different, it will change it. The value will be changed. Okay. So that also we can change it. Suppose if I do a set default, I change it to some other value, what happens? What did I do? Is it correct? Okay, this is the print. Key present with a different value. Now I have given a key with a different value. What it has done is it has not changed the value. It only shows you the old one. It has not done any action. So that is not captured here. If you give a key which is present but the value is different, it doesn't, it just ignores the command. It just prints the previous values. Okay, it doesn't modify it. Okay. Different value, yes, it's correct, but it returns you the original value. It returns you the original value, doesn't take this new value unless you specifically say update. Okay. So this is another difference in the way it behaves. I hope this is clear. Now suppose if I want to sort this dictionary, okay, if I, this is all in the maintain in the order of inclusion. Now if I want to sort it, sorted list, I can get it. Okay. Now what do you get? You get it in a sorted order, and always it is with the keys. So it is gives you a sorted list of keys. Maybe I will say keys from the dictionary. Okay, but dictionary is not modified. It just, there is no change to the dictionary. Do not assume that dictionary order is changed, but it looks at the key and sort it in terms of the increasing order, and then gives you the sorted list. Okay, you can do lot many things if you want to really want to know the sorted list of the keys that you have in the dictionary. Now if you want to sort it on the items, what will you do? So let me say that sorted items, what you should do is you should get the items first. Okay. um, so you get along with the value a sorted tuple you will get. Okay, so you can sort it based on the keys or only the values also you can do. Okay, this is nothing but a sequence which it accepts and then sorts it, so you can manipulate it anyway. If you are feeding the values to it, it will give you the sorted values. So that's a very simple thing. Okay, now this example I already shown you, update I already shown, so no need to. Now another, maybe this I have not shown. get get I think, I don't know whether I have shown. Okay, now we can get the value using the get function. You can do an array index also, square bracket with the key, or you can get it this way also. Let me print both ways. So you can get it either using the array index, or you can use a get function to pass the key and get the value from it, from the dictionary. Now let us see, how do you create a huge dictionary. Okay, now num dictionary. Suppose I want to use the range function to create a huge array, huge entry of dictionary. How do I do that? 10 to the power 6. It's a huge 10 to the power 6 entries. So if you saw that it was running and it took some time to create. Now it has created how many entries? 10 to the power 6 entries in the dictionary with the number as a key, because I is the number from 0 to 10 to the power 6 minus 1, where range always gives you one value less than the number you are given, and step value is 1 here. So it has created a 10 to the power 6 entries in the dictionary with the number as a key and the string of that number as a value. So you have that many entries. Now how do you know how many entries are there? Let us print it. Length function, that will give you how many entries are there. So it took some time for it because it doesn't maintain the items in the dictionary as a one common element somewhere. So it has to run through the whole list or whole dictionary entry to find out number of items. I don't know the implementation detail. Maybe it may be there or may not be there. But it took some time for running it. It went through the dictionary to find out the length of the dictionary. Now I can index it using anything. So print, suppose if I want to print a specific number, I hope it is within 10 lakhs. No. Okay. So you can see that I wanted to print that element, and it is a string stored for that particular entry in the dictionary, and you have got it. Okay, so you are sure that that many entries are there in the dictionary, and length also proved it that 1 lakh or 10 lakh. Yeah, 10 lakh entries are there. Okay, so I don't think that is needed. Okay, now let me show you one running through the iterator, just for playing around with the dictionaries. So you can get a keys, and if I want to print only a specific values, I can do that. I hope you can understand what I am trying to do it here. How many values will I get it? Here, how many values will I get? I can't do a print of all the elements. It will be too much. So I'm trying to print only some specific elements in the dictionary. Fine. Now these are all the things so far. Any questions? Anything from anyone? Okay, no questions. Fine. Now let us do some string manipulation and a dictionary. Okay. Now I want a cap string. So print. Okay. I'll put caps. Okay, we have both. I want to play around with this now. Now if I want to count how many small letters are there or capital letters are there in a string, in a passing a string, I can maintain a dictionary of count of all those numbers. So let us build a dictionary which maintains that. Let me call it as alpha dict. Okay, empty. This dictionary is going to maintain a number of alphabets of small and caps in a given string. Okay, if it will keep scanning through the string and it will maintain it. So if I want to do that, now let me construct the dictionary first. Initially, I want to set it up to 0. It has not seen any string at all so far. So how many elements will be there? I'm sure you will know that. Length of this string dictionary. So 52. It has added all the letters as a key, and the value is given as 0 now to start with. Now I want to write a function. Give if it is passed with a string, it will scan through the string and then update the dictionary accordingly, whatever letters it finds. So def count alpha is a function, is passed with the input string. Its job is to scan through the string what is being passed to it and then update the dictionary whatever characters it finds by incrementing it. Now you may wonder that this dictionary which is declared here, that variable is there, but inside the function I am able to access it. So when we talk about function, you will learn that if a label is not resolved within a local scope which is within the function, it will go to the global scope and find out whether if there is any variable or label defined there. So it will accept it. Otherwise, you have to say specifically if you want the user or the person who is going through a code to be very clear that you are using a global variable inside a function, it's better always to document it so that people will not think that you are doing something incorrect. So it has, now I just ran it. What happened is this function is not executed now, but it has been seen by the interpreter and it checks whether this function is defined properly, but it is not being executed and you will not see any output of this, or you are not even passed any parameter to it. So just a function definition this is. Now let us call this function with some input. So now I want to call with our I think what string we have in instr, okay, instr, which is nothing but all abcd, and then I will print count, sorry, the dictionary also I will print it after that. Now what we are doing, we have written a function which will accept the input string with some characters, which uses the dictionary that I have created, which is having an initial entry of all the characters, both small and caps, initialized to 0. And this function increments it by 1 for whatever character it encounters. So now if I am passing a instr, which is nothing but a to z, or small letter, the dictionary entry should be initially incremented by 1 for every invocation of this instr. So if you see here, I have printing the dictionary now. For all small letters, you see that it has been incremented by 1, whereas the capital letters remain the same. Now it is very obvious, if I do with caps str, all the capital entries also getting updated. You will see that these are all updated. Now if I call this again, you will see that all small letters will become 2 now. So all A to Z up to this, they become 2. So this is how you can maintain the dictionary of characters, how many it has encountered, so that you can maintain as a count. Okay, so this is very clear, I hope. Now let us see another function called from keys. So let me take the comment. Okay, what is that? I want to construct a new dictionary with the optional value mentioned. Okay, if no value mentioned, okay, is mentioned, then all keys will have none. Now I want to build a new dictionary from keys. Okay, that I want to make. Okay, from keys. What I mean by that, I am giving only keys now, maybe a sequences of list of keys. Then I am constructing a dictionary. I can initialize a dictionary with one common value, whatever I want. Okay. Now let me explain that. New alpha dictionary. What I want to do is a function defined in the dictionary module. Is a built-in type. Dictionary is a built-in type. Okay, it's not imported from anywhere. Now I do str. Now let me explain what is instr. It's just a small alphabets a, b, a to z. Now I am passing that string, and it says from keys. That means it is accepting them as individual keys. It will iterate over the string, take individual characters, and then take them as a key and construct a new dictionary and pass it on to this object reference. Now what does the value will be? We are not given any value here. Okay, construct a new dictionary from keys. Keys are a to z individual alphabets with optional value mentioned. Here we are not mentioned any value, no value is mentioned. All keys will have none. That means it creates a dictionary with all key entries having none. So let us see that. It's a new alpha dictionary. I am creating a new dictionary with the keys. Now it has taken the individual values of the string and constructed a dictionary. Since you have not given any value, it has given a none to all the entries. Now later on you can go and populate it value. But how many entries are there in this? It is the same 26, because even if you don't have a value none, your entry is preserved there. So let us print it. Length of this dictionary is that many numbers, 26 are there. So don't think that if value is not given, that dictionary entry is not there. It is there because it is based on the key the entry is made. Hash value is found and the key is made. Sorry, entry is made. But since you don't have a value, it will be none now, and you can add it later on. Specifically, individual elements you can update. Now, what if I want to give a specific value for all the dictionary that I create? So let me, maybe I will say that I want a value of 1 for everybody, every entry that I have. So I can mention that as one value, then all the entries will have 1 as a value. Okay, I can pass anything, but only one value I can pass here. Okay, which will be given to all the entries of the dictionary that it creates. So this is what is called the from keys function. Now let me give another example. Now what if I give a string here and then a value? Will it create one key with ABCD, or will it iterate over this and create 4 entries? Okay, that's what you may have a doubt. So let me show you. But you know that the value is 2. We are given a default value for that. It is same as this. Okay, it's nothing different from this and this. Here the only thing is is an anonymous object. I have not given any name to this object, but I am constructing a string object and passing it to the front key. So it is nothing but this. So it will behave the same way like what you saw earlier. It will iterate over this string and make 4 entries as individual ABCD and construct a dictionary with all values 2. Okay, a dictionary with all values 2. Okay, this is how it will be doing. Okay, what is the time? Okay, now any questions so far from anyone? Okay, we'll cover some more before we take a break. It is too early now for a break. Okay, now let me start off with another num dictionary. So what am I doing? I'm creating a dictionary with every value from 0 to 9 as a key and constructing a string with that number. So I'm converting the number to a string and concatenating with the another fixed string and making it as a value. So this is a value, this part of is a value, and this is a key, and how many entries will be there? 10 entries will be there. So I'm doing it for some reason. so that we can manipulate it. So you can see that it does, oh, sorry, here 0 with this, so it has made 10 entries there. Okay, now I have not told you an enumerate on the dictionary, so let us do that. Enumerate, if you recall, enumerate gives you what? An index and a key. Okay, here what you get here is a tuple of an index from 0 till the number of elements are there, and then key. Okay, so enumerate gives you, it enumerates the keys stored in the dictionary. Okay, so you see that what is this value and what is this, both are numerals, numbers only, because this is also number what you have stored, and index is also a number, a decimal and integer number, sorry. So it gives you the index into the number of items in the dictionary. Since it is a ordered dictionary, because we are running a 3.8 version of Python, so it is always, this dictionary is a ordered dictionary, it internally maintains it, so you get a indexing which is matching with the numbers. Okay, so enumeration is one way of get indexing the keys that you have in the dictionary. Now I want to start with the ordered dictionary. Maybe we can do it because I brought in this dictionary. This is the dictionary which is constructed with the 3.8 version of Python. So it is maintaining a ordered entries. Now I want to cover the differences between a dictionary which is also maintaining the ordering of elements, as well as the ordered dictionary which is a earlier implementation of ordered dictionary, and what is the difference between that and this in the current 3.8 version. Okay, this you should know. When you are using it, you should know which one to choose, ordered dictionary or the normal dictionary that you have. So that I want to cover it as a next part of the discussion. Maybe I will open another file. Okay, that we can do it after the break, if you guys are really keen on having a break. Let me ask, should I have to poll, or do I assume that you want a break always? Break needed. Are you all awake? Yes. Okay, you are awake. Okay, no problem. I also need a break. So let us have a 10 minutes break. I will stop the recording so that when you are going through the recording, you don't have to fast forward it. Remind me if I have to stop it. Okay, so meet you again at 9 p.m. Don't sleep off. Come back again. Bye bye. Okay. So let it be in another file. So let us spend some time on order dictionary. Before I start, okay. Just to recap on what I mentioned about the dictionary and order dictionary. So this is Python version 3.7, older versions, newer. Older versions, dictionary did not order the elements. Means it was purely random based on the hash value. You cannot find the order based on the item that you added. Now, there was a requirement in the application that you wanted the order to be maintained. So the application developer wanted that. So ordered dictionary was a subclass of dictionary, which was introduced, that had a capability to maintain the order in which the items are added. 1, 2, 3. It was, when you list it, it was giving the order. Now, starting from 3.7, then the Python guys introduced the dictionary itself as a ordered dictionary. That means it also started maintaining the order of the items getting added. Now, the question is, whether do we need, at this time, we are in 3.8 now, do we have to use the old friend ordered dictionary versus the new dictionary that is also taking care of the ordering of items? Do we need this at all, or we can do only with this? So that's the question. Now, since this evolved from the previous 3.1 version onwards, it started off from 3.1 version, the ordered dictionary was introduced, and it is being maintained with different features. And this later on added the capability that it can maintain the items order in which they are added. Now, are they same or different? They are not the same behavior. They do not have the same behavior. And there are some differences between these two. And based on your application requirement, you may have to choose this or this. And when you choose one against the other, what are the criteria that you need to be keeping in mind? That's what we are going to see with some examples, so that you get a difference between an ordered dictionary and a dictionary which is having the ordering feature built in, because we are going to talk about the version 3.7 and 3.8 onwards. Now, one thing, when we are developing some software, suppose you are doing it on Python version 3.8, and you want this to be backward compatible with older versions of Python. Then what do I do? If I use dictionary here in 3 version, it's going to maintain the order of the item that I have. But if I go back, and if this same thing is getting interpreted by a version which is older than 3.7, maybe 3.5, then your assumption that the dictionary which I am building now is ordering it is lost, because if you are running it on 3.5, it's no longer going to maintain the order. So that's one issue, that if you try to use this dictionary, assuming that my application expects this items that I have on are ordered, and if it happens to be combined with another older software project, and this is your library, if needs to be backward compatible with the older versions of Python, suppose if this project is built on version 3.5, and your new library is going to be added to that, then the behavior of your library, what you thought while building and what it's going to be when it is running under 3.5, will be different. Now, if that is the case, if you use ordered dictionary instead of this, then you may have the same behavior even here also, because this 3.5 has the ordered dictionary support for it, and the the behavior will be same in both. So it depends on the versions that it is going to be backward compatible or not, whether you want that to be backward compatible or not. You need to make some decisions based on that. So let us now look at some examples how these things differ in this behavior, how the ordered dictionary and normal dictionary that we build. Now, first of all, we need to see how do we construct an ordered dictionary. Let me call it as ordered OD num. Okay, or I can say okay OD num equal to, or like, let me call it as ordered only, ordered dictionary OD, ordered dictionary. Now it doesn't work unless I import it. Why? This is not a built-in type. It's a subclass, but it is not a built-in type like a dictionary. For dictionary, I don't need to import anything. But if I am using an ordered dictionary, I need to import. It is available in collections. From collections, I have to import ordered dictionary. Then I get it. Okay. Print OD. Let us see what are the type you get. Ordered dictionary object is created. Now let me build one for num in range. Same way, now I have a similar dictionary which we created with num list, num dictionary. We have a OD also created. If you print both, it will behave same because it is printing in the same ordered way. So both are same in this version of 3.8. Maybe if I run it on the older version, it will be different. Now, what is the difference between these two? When you use what? One suggestion would be, if you are very, no, if you are particular that ordering is important for your implementation, the ordering of dictionary is important for your implementation, use ordered dictionary. Now, why is it so? Even though you could have used the dictionary also, it would have maintained the order. And one is portability issue, as I mentioned it. If you suppose if it happens to be moved to the older version, then it is not going to be maintained. That's one reason. Another reason is, even if you are not going to be moving to the older version, this library, whatever you are building, is going to be used only on this version of 3.8 or above. Even then, you are better off if you use ordered dictionary. The reason being, you are making it clear to the user or to the other developers, um, to the user of your code, okay, or a library. The reason is, they know that you are using ordered dictionary means you are very particular about your data being maintained in the dictionary in an ordered way. So you are using it. So it is very obvious. Otherwise, if you use just a dictionary and then you assume that the items need to be in order, if you are assuming that your application is very particular about it, then you are not making your intent clear to the user. So it's better you use this if your intent is really to maintain the order. Otherwise, anyway, you can use the dictionary as it is, whether if you are concerned about the ordering or not. Now, what about the enumeration? Enumeration is same. It is available here also. Whatever you could do with uh, dictionary, you can do it here also with ordered dictionary. So let me just show you. You can do the same thing. And always remember that what you get from the enumerate is always a tuple of index and the key. Now, all that what was seen as in the dictionary, getting the keys and values, everything is same. So let me just okay, no need to do that. One example, I will maybe print it. Print uh, od dot items. Okay. Similarly, all the other things are also available. Let me print it anyway so that it is captured somewhere. Keys and values and items. All of them are there with ordered dictionary also. There is no difference. And print reversed. That is also you can apply on OD. Now, what is that you are getting here? Is a iterator object. Okay, what you get is a iterated object. Okay, so then let me explain this little bit. Rev OD and anyway type is already printed. Now let me print one. Now the original OD had the items added from 0 to 9 and the keys were 0 to 9, and when you reversed it you have an object, an iterator object, which is reverse the keys. That means the values are also reversed. So 9 to 0 it is. And when I print next, it gives you the first element, okay? Or whatever is the first element. Now, one more next if I do, it gives you, so operation is remembered. So this next operation, what is done on the rewarder is remembered. So it continues from there, what it has done previously. If you heard about yield, that has been taken care of inside. So it remembers that next operation was done on this. So it keeps on going over one or the other in the reverse order. So because it is maintained in the reverse order, you are getting the next element on this. Now suppose if you want to a list of this, you can construct it. Construct a list from revod. Then you can see out what happens. So the reverse things are there, but 9 and 8 are not there. That means what? When you did a next, those elements have been removed also. So the 9 and 8 are removed, and whatever is remaining in the constructor, the iterator constructor, whatever you got, this object, O dictionary, iterator, you get the remaining things available there and you get a list of them printed here. Okay. So remember that next operation removes the item as well as gives you in the order in which those items are there in the ordered dictionary. Now let me show you something else. Pop item that's available on ordered dictionary. Let us see items removed. Item removed equal to od dot pop item print. Now I am using the OD, so let me print the OD first so that you don't know, you will know that what are the items are there in OD. OD is not disturbed. Reversed is on another object. Okay, do not assume that OD was changed. So let us not bother about the reverse order now. Now ordered dictionary is created with all the numbers which you have from 0 to 9. Okay, from 0 to 9 is there. And then when I say pop item, it removes the last item which was added to the dictionary. Sorry, ordered dictionary. I have to be very specific now. Now, this pop item is very specific. It is also there in the dictionary also, but ordered dictionary has another element which is the last one of the optional element parameter, which I can make it true or false. Two options are there. Now let me pop one more item from there. You should get 8 now because 9 is already removed. 8 is there. Now what I mean by last equal to true, in the dictionary, whatever was the last element added, remove it. So pop item last is equal to true, removes the last item that has been added. Right now 9 is not there, so 8 is the last element which is removed. Now if I say false, then it is the first element. So this is what I was mentioning, either LIFO order or a FIFO, first in last out. So philo, whatever. So you get this option. Okay. Now what about the dictionary? Now do I have a dictionary here? Yeah, I have a dictionary. Num dictionary is there. So let me use the num dictionary, print num dictionary. Now I'm trying to give you the difference between a dictionary and a ordered dictionary. Okay. Now num dictionary is there. Now let me try to do the same thing with a num dictionary. Print, item removed. Okay, I should not use the same thing. From dictionary dot okay. Now I have this pop item. So let me see whether it prints. Can I give a last as a false? Now you see here, we could do it with the ordered dictionary, pop item last true, last false. Whereas in dictionary, pop item is there, but it does not support the optional keyword last element, the last one. I cannot mention it. So it is always assumed to be true, and there is no facility to convert it into pull out the first element that has been added. Okay, so that option is not there. So in case if your application needs this kind of a feature, you should go for a ordered dictionary and not the normal dictionary. Okay, no support for last keyword argument in dictionary as in ordered dictionary. So that is one difference. Okay, this is one difference. Now let me show you one more thing. Move to end is another function. Okay, move to end is another method in OD. Okay, let me call it as OD. Let us first print OD now. What is the status of OD? OD has 1 to 7 now. Now suppose I want to move this element 4, okay, to the end of that ordered dictionary. Okay, suppose I'm interested in moving the fourth element, then od move to end. I'll say key, and last is equal to, I don't mention it. Okay, suppose I don't mention it, print od after move to end 4, od after that. You can see that the element which was there, key, is searched, found, and moved to the end of the ordered list. Now, I did not mention whether last is true or false. It is default assumed to be true, and the keyword argument. Okay, you may not. What is keyword argument means? One of the arguments which can be given a default value is called keyword. If you miss it, or if you do, it is an optional key, argument, and if you do not give that argument, it will be assumed to be whatever value it was decided. Okay, when they implemented this function, they implemented that the argument last, the name is very important, last is the name of the argument, is default assumed to be true. Sorry, false. I'm sorry, it should be true. So last element was assumed to be true, and if you don't mention it, it will assume that last is given with the value true, so it will move it to the last element in the dictionary. Okay, ordered dictionary, so it moved there. Now suppose if I am interested in one of the elements to be moved to the first, then I can do that. So suppose I cannot do the 4. Okay, 4 also I can do. From last to the first I want to move. Last is equal to false. Now I am saying that you make it false. That means I am again key to look for the 4 element in the thing which is currently happens to be at the end, and last is equal to false means it has to be in the front. So it should move to the front of the key. So move end 4 last equal to false. If I call this, what happens is the element now has moved from the last to the front. So this option of having move to end on OD is there. Okay, this is one more difference of having a ordered dictionary. Now let me see whether num dictionary supports that. Okay, so num dict dot, it doesn't even come, so it is assumed to be not supported or not, I don't know. Yes, so it doesn't have no attribute called move to end. So you cannot do this of move to end with a dictionary. So it is not supported in dictionary. So this is one difference. Even though dictionary is maintaining all the items added in an ordered in the ordered way, similar to ordered dictionary, it doesn't have the support of this moving an element from one to the front or a back, or this kind of a option is not there. So that's one more difference between the ordered dictionary and the normal dictionary. Okay, now let me see whether I can tell you one more thing. Constructing a ordered dictionary in a different way. Okay, a equal to 1 comma b equal to 2. Now what does it do? Print. What am I doing? I am giving the element names as the values assigned to this. So if I do this, it's actually creating with the name of the value and the what, it converts it into a string and the value. it construct a dictionary with these values. Okay. Now let me print the items. Okay. Now if you want the keys, let us print the keys. I want to just be sure that what is being constructed is what are the keys and what are the values. So if you are in doubt, just make sure that you print everything and check it out for yourself, which are the keys and which are the values. So object keys are this A and B, and values are 1 and 2, and the items are this. So it's very clear that it has constructed a value of this with a key as a key, and the value of that key is 1. So you can construct it using this also. Okay, this way also. Okay, fine. Now why am I doing this? Let me show you one more difference between ordered dictionary and a normal dictionary that you have in the version 3.7 and above. Now in case if you are interested in comparing two ordered dictionary, so I need to construct one more. So let me construct it. Okay. Now suppose I want to construct another dictionary with the same element. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm constructing one more, and then I want to compare this one. I have constructed two dictionaries, ordered num dictionaries, whatever I call it as num1, num2, and then I want to see whether they are equal or not. It says that it is true. Okay. Now, what if I change the order of one of them? Okay. So let me copy. I say that this is not given in this order. Okay. The rest of it is same. The contents are same. Two entries are there with these values, key value pair. They are actually a key value pair. I'm constructing a order num2. I'm giving the same name, doesn't matter. Now if I compare these two dictionaries, it says false because the original a num1 is in this order, whereas here I have given it in this way. So when a ordered dictionary is compared, it doesn't leave out the ordering of those items in the dictionary. It makes sure that all the items are there, key value pairs are same, as well as they are in the same order in both the dictionaries, order dictionaries. Then only it gives you true. Now what happens with a normal dictionary? Let us see the same thing with the dictionary. So let me compare the whole thing, copy everything. I don't know where did I copy. Okay. Let us do the same with dictionaries. Now I need to painfully change this. Okay, so I don't need to print this. There is no confusion here. Hopefully, I need to construct dictionary once I print it anyway. So 2. Now if I try to compare these, and I construct it now by changing the order, and then again I compare it. Let us see what is the difference. I did something. Oh, sorry. Okay. Now what am I doing? Let me first make it clear. I'm constructing a dictionary with again the same way. Dictionary number 1, dictionary number 2, the same number values, and then comparing them, and then changing the order of that one of the dictionaries while constructing it, and then comparing it again with the previous one. So let me see what is that I am getting. I am getting it true here, even though the order is different. Okay. So to summarize, ordered dictionary, when it compares two ordered dictionaries, they not only compare the values of the contents, both keys and values, it also checks whether the ordering is also same in both the dictionaries. Then it gives you true or false based on that. Whereas when two dictionaries are compared, though even though it is maintaining them in order, it doesn't give importance to the order when it is comparing two dictionaries. It only gives importance to the values, the key value pairs which are there in the dictionary. If they are same, it says that both the dictionaries are same. So the ordering is not important, though it maintains the order. It is not important for the comparison of two dictionaries. Whereas ordered dictionary makes sure that the ordering is also same in both. So the summary is, if you are very particular that you want the dictionary's order is also important, better use ordered dictionary and not dictionary. Though it maintains the order, in this kind of comparison, when it is comparing two dictionaries, it doesn't give importance to the ordering. It only compares the values, okay, keys and values, of course. So that is one major difference between the ordered dictionary and a dictionary after version 3.7. Okay, I hope this is clear. Any questions so far? No. Okay, you can always stop me if I am going overboard. Okay, now last thing that I want to cover today is nested dictionary. Uh, Maybe I will start off a new one. Okay, so that we have a so now typing is too many things are there, so I will steal from here to save time so that you can go off little early. I'll just explain this and then we'll drop off. Quite some time we are listening patiently. How many are there? I hope all of you are there. 33. Okay. So what am I doing? I'm constructing, I showed you one example in the PDF or a PPT. We have a key and then the value is a dictionary. Remember, here we are giving value as a dictionary. So it doesn't matter whether it is immutable or mutable. And we know the dictionary is mutable. As long as we are using it as a value, no issues. Only thing is key should be a immutable object, which happens to be a string, no issues. So you can construct a dictionary with another dictionary as a value in it. So let us see, it will print the same content, no, nothing different. Now let me steal this value, this from here. What am I doing? How do I access it? if I want to access a value, see, finally the intent of a dictionary is to give you the final value, not the our intent. Maybe if you want another key is okay, but here this is a key, a sub dictionary key, and this is the main dictionary key, and this is the value. How do you access it? You give array index. You can do by giving those keys as a element. Okay, so you get, either you can assign a new value or you can get the value. Now I am trying to change the value of one of the sub dictionary entries, so I can access it as an indexes and print it. So you get a new value getting added there. Now it doesn't matter, even still this key is intact, only the value is getting changed. So no problem, we can still change the value inside. Okay, now let me do this. Now what if I I have a new key mentioned as an index? Then it is originally, I also have told you that in a dictionary it will either update the value if the key already present. If the key is not there, it will add the element anyway. So the same thing happens here. The key is not there, so it adds that at the end. So now you see that ordering is maintained because a dictionary is also maintaining the order. So it's always added at the end. So it get added to the end of the dictionary. Now, what do I do if I want to add another dictionary entry into the one? I am creating a new dictionary, L3 dictionary, and then lang3 was TBD here. I'm adding a dictionary here. So I am maintaining the same. It is not that you need to maintain always. Even if this is another dictionary, every entry need not have to be a dictionary. It can be anything else. But just to, for a consistency here, I am showing you that I am adding changing the value of TBD into another dictionary. So this is replaced with the dictionary entry. Okay, this, and I am doing it with the label. I told you that you can have an anonymous dictionary addition, or you can also have a label and then add it also. So both are allowed. So you can create a nested dictionary either with an anonymous dictionary or a label. So that's what we are doing here. Now, what about this? Yeah, it is very obvious. I am just adding one more lang4. It doesn't matter. Okay, you can have some entries can have multiple sub nested in dictionaries, and some other entries can be as it is. So that's allowed. And I'm changing it here. Maybe let me type this. I don't think anything new I am doing here. Am I doing anything new? Okay, anyway, having done it, let me take it here. Let me show you what I'm doing. I added a sum value. Now, what I'm doing, I'm creating another dictionary. I'm changing the lang4 to another dictionary. I think it is same as what I did there. I don't know why I did this. Okay, fine. No problem. It is same as what I am doing here. I'm changing the value. Okay. Now, finally, last one. And is there anything different I am doing? 3 level. Okay. So 3 levels. So let me use it. Okay, any levels of dictionary I can have. Now what I'm doing, I'm having another dictionary I create, which I call it as another dictionary. Is it creating a 3-level dictionary? Let me see. Okay, it is confusing for you, so let me print one more element. Okay. No, it is not having a. So let me see one. Where is the previous one? So let me. Okay, I have added the whole language dictionary into this. Okay, so that's how I have created another entry. Okay, this another dictionary is a key, and then one more level I have added complete dictionary, which was originally 2 level. I made it to three level. So that's how it is shown. Okay, now you can see that the entire dictionary is now added at the another level. Okay, this whole thing. So one more level of dictionary can be added. So you can keep on having multi-level dictionaries you can create. Okay, now last one, let me show you this before we stop, why there is an error here. Okay, now I told you that as long as the dictionary is not empty, we can create a multi-level dictionary. So maybe to prove that, one more thing we can do, copy I empty, will I be able to add an empty dictionary to an existing dictionary. As long as this the value is okay, but if I give it as a key, it will not allow you. Okay, this is a key and then empty dictionary can be there as a value, so it allows. Okay, fine. Now one more thing here, let me show you what is this temp dictionary. I cannot add, so I am creating one temporary dictionary here with some value. This is L3 dictionary is where is it? Did I create that? Let me do this. Okay, so can I add a dictionary as a key? It's not allowed. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. It's not hackable. As long as dictionary is there at the value is fine, but it cannot be in a key. Not possible. Similarly, I cannot create a dictionary of dictionary, empty dictionaries, because this is a key and then this is a value. Value as a dictionary is allowed, but not as a key. Okay. Similarly, here also, because I given it as a key, dictionary is a hash mutable element, so it doesn't allow. Okay, that's very obvious. But anyway, I wanted to completeness sake, I wanted to complete this also. Okay, fine. Everything is running now. That's all for today. What I will do, maybe the homework problem what I showed you, we will make it as a lab work tomorrow. I will explain before we start the lab and you can start doing it. If possible, I will add some more problems on the dictionary so that you get used to manipulating this. Okay. Uh, any questions from anyone?
Sir,
Yeah,
hello.
go ahead, Daneshwar.
Sir, sir, if we, as a node, we reference the same dictionary as its node,
Can you come again?
means in language, show the
Okay,
example.
one second.
Like,
Uh,
okay. Okay. So, okay, the line number 60. Instead of, line number 60, 1 6.
okay,
There, instead of TBD, if I write the lang dict means itself.
okay. Let us, okay, let me not change this. Okay, one second. Okay. Uh, okay. What is your doubt? Does it allow? So recursive dictionary, right? One referring this itself. It is referring to itself, right? Okay, okay, let me print it. Okay, what happened? Let us see. Let me first print before addition what is was there. Otherwise, we will not be able to know what is happening. Okay. Uh, Even then, I am not able to find out. Okay. Okay. Now you are changing the lang 3. Okay. Which was having a dictionary with the dictionary itself, this current dictionary itself. So it is showing it as it allows you, but it is recursive. Now let us try to print it. What happens? Okay, while printing, whether it will get into a recursive loop or not is the question. So let me, okay, let it be there. Um, Print the dict with a reference to itself. Now what I am doing, I am printing the dictionary which is referring to itself, that entry. Okay, I'm printing it. What does it do? So that entry prints the original lang int, which is the same again, but it doesn't go into a multiple loop. It just shows that is a reference to itself. Okay, I think even I am saying for the first time. So it's allowed. It is allowed to add own dictionary itself as an entry. As long as it's a value, it's okay. Okay, your own dictionary can be held in a itself, but it shows like this. But when you try to print, it prints the whole value, but it doesn't go into an infinite loop or recursion or something like that. That's a behavior. I hope it is clear. Oh, what we will try to do was, the doubt was that if I have the lang dictionary itself as an one of the values in itself for one of the entries, one of the keys, what happens? And we saw that before I did this, I printed the values. In dictionary was looking like this. Lang 3 entry was some dictionary like this. And then I added itself, this dictionary itself as a value to lang 3 key. Then I printed it after. When I printed it for lang 3 key, it prints not the expansion of the original dictionary. It gives a like a whatever we do for a variable number of parameters. It gives this. Now, what I tried was, if I try to access that element, okay, the key lang dictionary with that element, if I access it, I am interested in printing this. Then it prints me the whole dictionary again. It doesn't print only this, it prints the whole dictionary again, but internally it shows this as a within the three dots. Okay, this, it doesn't go into the recursion, but it allows you to add its own the own dictionary itself inside it. Okay, that's what is the summary. Okay, is it clear or any doubts?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Sir,
oh,
so it will keep deeper and deeper, right? Because it is so.
I'm sorry, you are breaking.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir. So it will go deeper and deeper down.
When we do,
Nesting itself.
no, no, no. While traversing, it is not going deeper or getting into a recursion. Okay. Otherwise, we would have got a problem here. When we are printing it here, it would have recursive call is there with an unend, if it is not terminated, it would have gone forever. But they are capturing it. The Python interpreter is intelligent enough to capture that you are having the self reference to the same dictionary. So it prints it like this and leaves it. Okay. It allows you the flexibility of adding the dictionary itself to its inside its entry, but it doesn't go into a recursive loop. Okay.
So if we print the lang of lang, then it will print the value actually.
uh Maybe you can try it out. I don't know what you are. Okay, what you are saying is maybe like this.
Yes.
Okay, let me try. Yeah, did I print it? Oh, in the same place I am printing, right? Yeah, it prints once only. Okay, any number of times you do, it's a good point. Okay, it prints the same. Okay, it is intelligent enough. I don't think it goes that many iterations, but technically it is allowed because of your self-referencing. So it goes on multiple things, but it prints the same thing. Maybe internally they would have taken care of not going that many iteration. I think I am not sure how they have implemented it. I don't think they are creating that many copies. They must be having some mechanism to capture this and leave it one level. Okay, but they may allow you to go multi-level like this. Okay, I don't think you can put any number, but it will not take more time. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, good question. Thank you. I haven't tried this. Good point. I also learned. Okay, guys. I think you need a break now. Bye bye. Good night. See you tomorrow at 6 o'clock. I think. Okay. Bye bye.
Yes, thank you, sir. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye
you, sir.
bye. Take care.